In this spreadsheet, we're going to calculate the final sale price of a particular product. Now, when you open this spreadsheet, you probably get a message about a circular reference. That's okay. That circular reference exists in the solution. The whole point of this exercise is to create a circular reference and then resolve it using Microsoft Excel's built-in features. Now, I would say circular references, it's rare that you will need them. Sometimes they are necessary, and that's okay. I would just say that at least 50% of the time, if you have a circular reference, it means you have a mistake in your formula. So if Excel tells you you've got a circular reference, think carefully about whether or not you really need that circular reference. So let's look at this problem. So sales staff at a consumer electronics store, think Best Buy, are paid a commission. So they earn a 20% commission that is added to the final sale. Okay, so fix that typo. So this is kind of a weird scenario where the customer actually pays more because of the commission being earned, but that's okay. We're just take this at face value. That's just what it's going to be. So here are the numbers that we have to work with. So the sales tax rate in this jurisdiction is 8%. So let's say the base price of a particular, let's say, stereo speaker is $92.40. To calculate the sales tax, that's pretty straightforward. We're just going to multiply B3 times B2, and that will give us $7.39. That makes sense. So calculate the sale price by adding the base price, sales tax, and commission. So those are the three components, right? So base price plus sales tax plus commission. Now we haven't calculated commission yet. That's okay. This sales price should be fairly intuitive. We're just adding the $3 values here. But now let's calculate the commission. So we're going to multiply the commission rate, that 20%, times the sale price. Now, when we do that, we're going to have a circular reference. So I'm going to hit enter there. Okay, so this is a little bit of a problem. So this is not being calculated. We have a little bit of an issue. So in this worksheet right now, iterative calculations are not turned on. So what's happening here? I'm trying to multiply B5 times B7. So what's 20% times about $100? It should be about $20, right? But I'm getting 0. So this is a circular reference. So let's think about why this is a circular reference. So I need to know the sale price to calculate the commission, but I also need to know the commission to calculate the sale price. So that's why this calculation is going around in a circle. Every time, theoretically, I update the sale price, I have to update the commission. Every time I update the commission, I have to update the sale price. So that creates a little bit of a problem for us. Now, this formula, this setup is perfectly valid for the given business case. So we can actually help Microsoft Excel calculate this. If I go to File, then I have to click Options. Then I'm going to come to Formulas and check the box Enable Iterative Calculations. The maximum number of iterations is 100. So these are the defaults that Excel puts here, and these are going to be just fine for us. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK here. And when I click OK, Excel automatically calculates this value for me now. So what Excel does, first thing it's going to do, and it happens very, very quickly, it's going to calculate 20% of that sale price, set it as the commission. Well, then it's going to recalculate the sale price, and then recalculate the commission, then recalculate the sale price, and it's going to do that 100 times, or until the change is so small that it's not meaningful. And so using the circular reference and iterative calculations, we're able to come up with the correct value. So the final price that the customer is going to pay is $124.74. That covers the base price, covers the sales tax, and that 20% commission. Now, one thing to to be aware of with this iterative calculation, that setting sometimes sticks between workbooks. Sometimes it doesn't. So whenever you're working with circular references, it's good to know how to find that option and just double check that you've set it. Make sure that setting is the way you want it to be, because the behavior with Microsoft Excel is not what I would say entirely consistent. Like if I turn that option off right now and open up a different workbook, Excel might re-enable it. Sometimes it doesn't re-enable it though. It's just kind of a quirk with Excel. So be aware of how to find that option.